check some other boxes. Okay, so the next thing to do is to create a model. So what's a model? Basically, it's like an abstraction of how our database is supposed to look. That's just it. Okay, so let's go back and back to our code, by the way, and let's close off everything we already have here and go back to the models. So models here, what do we want to do? We want to create an abstraction of what we want our database to look like. So for that, we do a class and we say students like that, and this would be what our model would be. So models inside of here is what we are taking in, models.model, and then inside of here we want to specify two fields. So name like that, and we'll say it's equal to car field like so. So models.car field is what you're going to get. So we just get rid of all of this, and all we need to specify is max length. We can set this to 100 instead of 50. And then next thing, we want to set up an email field, and inside of here we want to do another models.car field. Let's make it an email field instead, and then no need to set a length to it. This should be fine. And then what else do we want to do? Let's set up one more field instead. Let's talk about, so let's each student tell us about themselves. So let's change this to models.text area. So this is text field, by the way. So this is good so that we see different ways. We could also add other things like publishing date, stuff like that. So where you now have date and time field. So it's fine. So let's do pub date, something like that. Pub date, and set it to models.date field like that, and then inside of here we could just set this to date published, something like that. Published. I think that should be fine if all goes well. All right, so now that we've been able to set up the model, that's really all you need to know about models. We'll be able to now run what to call migration. So but let's go back and see the way we are checking off our boxes. Okay, so we'll be able to create a model. So now that we'll be able to create a model, we'll again add an application, but this will be when we're setting up our admin. But for now, let's do the migration. So we want to make migration from what we've already created, and then we'll run the migration. So let me make sure this is fine. It's not copy. Okay, so let's copy that, and then let's just open a new terminal, paste it in. So like I told you, I already have a gist. I'll make sure I put it inside of the description where you can see these commands that I'm using. So just make sure that you change this to student app. This name has to match this name here, which has to also match the name inside of the setting. So where is it? So names, so this student app, it has to match this, it has to match this, all right? So that you don't run into an error. So let's hit it this time around. So it's telling us that it has created a migration for us. And when we check out inside of this migrations folder, there is a migration here for us, okay? You don't need to check out these files, whatever is going on there. Just keep it out. I assume you should know how to use ORM, so that's just what would be going on inside there. But keep that aside, we've been able to make migrations. And recall that we are still having some errors here, telling us we have 18 unapplied migration. So we'll clear off this error in a minute as soon as we run the migration. So going back here, we've been able to make migrations, and now it's time to run the migrations like so. So let's run the migrations. The command for running migration is Python manage.py migrate. So once you hit this, all migrations will be run, and then when you come back here and run the server again, you should have all those errors cleared off. You see, the errors are all cleared off. Like I told you, we'll handle that now that it is time. So as soon as we've done this, it means that we are ready to use this table or this record model that we have created. Okay, and that's all you need to create and run a model. Now,